Happy Friday, Rio Verde. Dave Ohm here with Dan Cutler, Golf Course Superintendent. Hope everybody's had a great week. Obviously, some beautiful weather upon us as we enter Easter weekend here. A lot of family, a lot of friends in town, and great to see hustle and bustle on the golf courses and in the clubhouse. So, Dan, give us an update. What's happening out on the courses?
Obviously, the temps are up. So what that means is the Bermuda is going to start greening up, but it's not taking up as much water as the ryegrass. Unfortunately, with high temps, it does take more water to keep the ryegrass alive. So expect the edges of the fairways to get wet where the water throws from both the ryegrass and the Bermuda grass. So we're going to try to control the moisture on there, but with the amount of water going on the ryegrass to keep it green and alive, it does tend to make it a little wet in the Bermuda grass just because it's not taking up as much water. As we get further into the spring and summer and it starts to green up and take up water, it all kind of even out. But just in the short term, kind of expect a little wetness on the edges. Also, you probably noticed, especially here on the putting green, a little bit of rapid blight, which is it's a cool grass related disease, so it doesn't affect the Bermuda grass, but it unfortunately does affect the overseeded turf, and what it is just a salt related disease. So we're going to start putting about an hour of water once a week on the greens just to flush the salts out of the water to kind of control that before it gets really out of control, and make some subsequent gypsum and fungicide applications to get it under control. Fortunately, the putting surfaces aren't really affected. It's just aesthetics on some of those areas. So we are working to control that before it gets out of hand, but we're using all the tools necessary to do that.
Yeah, that's great information. Obviously, as it is a winter grass disease, you're going to start to see Bermuda kicking in from there. As it pertains to the wet spots, just a reminder to the members, 90 degrees as best you can on the golf courses to mitigate any additional traffic running across those wet areas. And as always, if you can pair up, I know we've got a lot of guests in town and also a lot of member play. The restrictions have been lifted, as everybody's heard from the executive order that was put out by Governor Ducey. We are still staying with status quo right now, trying to get into that herd vaccination mentality out here in Rio Verde. But again, if you can pair up on golf carts, we would greatly appreciate it. It helps the golf courses tremendously to reduce that amount of traffic. And again, it's going to be a 99 on Sunday, right? Which means we're going to be pumping additional water, additional wet areas. So again, please pair up if you can. Definitely understand if not. Also an update, we're going to be throwing out water coolers again on the golf courses starting tomorrow. We just needed to get them prepped and ready to go. So look for those out there. Again, optional to use them if you want, but we do want to make sure there's water out there with the members because of the temps coming up. Also, just another update, are open to guests now coming out, unaccompanied member guests. And then also for dining, you can invite your friends that are here locally to come join you to dine, and also friends that are over in Trilogy and Tonto. So we're excited to kind of start opening that up a little bit. We haven't increased the capacity inside simply because we still want to follow 6 feet distance for social distancing. Also, masks still required in the clubhouse until you do sit down at your table. So a lot of things happening at the club. Obviously, we got some new associates coming on board. Golf department, Michelle starts next week, which is tremendous help for Kramer and Chris. And then obviously, if you read my email this week, Josh Brown, who's our new director of golf, going to be joining us towards the end of the month. So really excited to get that team built back up and getting us rolling as we move into the summer. So hope everybody has a wonderful Easter weekend. Stay safe out there. And until next time, cheers.
See you on the golf course.